and the next one comes, and that's the right one. You'll be taking that trauma to the next person, marriage, no, and that next person that's right for you, they don't deserve the trauma that experience to you.
Hey guys, welcome to this podcast. We are here in Shelly's, here in Bukidnon. Welcome to Bukidnon, Bai Egen.
Thank you for bringing.
I'd say first impression,
First impression will be gone very bukit. There's a lot of mountains here. It's very a lot of greenery. It's peaceful, of course, definitely. Very provincial-like, regional living. Very interesting places. Like they've actually made this place like a tourist area. So it's a must visit. Bukid don't know for that.
It's more of more sure you would feel like you're in Texas. It's more of farm life actually.
Farm life.
Yeah, and street foods. We are actually we are the Baguio of Mindanao. It's really cool. Actually, wala pa ta sa Tugnaw eh. Napata sa Murag pasulod pa lang sa Bukidnon first area of Bukidnon. We're still going to Dahilayan. That's where we are gonna go.
What's the usual temperatures here in Bukidnon or Dahilayan? Coldest
I would say 11.
11 degrees. So you'd say in the Philippines it's always hot. Not really the case. If you want to go to cold places, there's actually cold places, 11 degrees. So imagine if you're turning on the aircon, malamig na nga yung 16 eh, di ba? So what were 11?
So yeah, bata kayo dito. Checking lang ako. Comment down below. Thank you for watching guys. I'm just kidding. We're actually gonna start our topic with a very interesting... I don't naman ito nagbalik ang podcast, but with a very interesting topic. Kasi by February, it's a long month guys. I know everybody let's talk about Valentine's. Di ba? Well, siyempre, dalawang lalaki kami. So pag-uusapan namin is perspective sa guy, mostly actually. So, yeah. Ako, I'm single eh. Si Kuya, he's married. So, two perspective. Pero sa may mga discarded mo before. Let's say, before, if you like someone, how do you, like, sa mga discarded mo to pursue someone, ano na lang?
No, every guy is very different. Pero most guys dinadaan nila sa friendship muna and become best friends afterwards. And, then they keep up those and all. But I'm different. Sa akin is, I'm clear with my intention straight away. So I'd go up and say, they say, oh, we can be friends, and I'll let them know, oh, we won't be friends. So, that's my approach, straightforward. But really, it's not about also, approaching women. Pero really, is being the right man. I say, then you'll attract the right women with it. At the same time. So you need to work on yourself, talaga as a guy. You need to be responsible. You need to be accountable. You need to be able to lead. You need to be able to facilitate. You need to be able to be wise, really. You need to succeed as well financially. For me, if you're not financially stable, to an extent, you don't have the right to be in a relationship.
What age are you when you started pursuing someone?
Sa atin is, when I bought my first car with my own name, with no one else, na breath na, it was a demo car. I think it was worth 1.5 million. I was 22 years.
So that's when you started in pursue someone?
Yeah.
You pursue sa mo na ang car?
I pursued financial stability. And that was my sign na, na-approve ako ng loan ng mahal na cars, and it was a luxurious car, and okay, so maybe, so that's sort of proof, because the bank approved me, so the bank is saying, okay, you're capable financially, better. So, that was my sort of goal sign na, okay, I can actually pay the bill, on the first date.
What that? Paying the bills the first date. Yung sabay mo pay, laki or ba? Because mo na actually kinastoryan kita a lot of people, karon mga good, mga girls actually karon is more, they wanna feel like independence, di ba? Compared before, karon, they really want to feel na, dili lang umigataboy sa guy. But they want to feel also for na, identity themselves, which is not wrong, which is, I actually admire actually. Pero, for you, during the first date, is that your bikehead?
Well, depends whose idea was it.
Okay,
Nah, I mean, generally, the guy always will ask for the right. And for me, you square away the bill straight away without even noticing. So, before the date ends, you go to the toilet ka muna, mag-CR ka, and square the bill. Pay it off. Don't pay it in front of the girl, of course. So just pay it off para pag-abot, pagbalik din, wala na, that's it. That's done na. And then it's quite smooth. Wala na, okay, pila man ang tanaw pagka-Christian and everything else. You don't need to do that anymore. And then just go on with the date and let it be a happy moment for you guys. Not talking about money or thinking about money. So that's, for me, my perspective anyways. The guy should pay for the first date. But if the girl asks for the date, then maybe, pwede kayo mag-half if the guy cannot afford it, but really, don't think you should be able, you don't have the right to be in a relationship. You cannot financially stable as a guy anyways, because the guy should be able to provide. Not the main provider, or pwede 70-30, 80-50, but at least should be.
Pride would just, to be honest, to be completely straight, pride would just a guy na ipamubayad.
Yeah, I think so. Pero I mean, it's based on the family thing na once the kids, of course, the woman needs to bear a child, pregnant, and yeah, they have to skip work. So kinsa may mo work, ang guy did at that point in time. So when that happens, di man pwedeng ang pregnant may nag-work niya, guy nasa balay, and so really during that 9 months, pero in most cases the guy should be.
Yeah. So, well, for me, in my case though, yeah, I did fade I did what you said actually. Nang mag-CR, pretend yung mag-CR, and then ibayad na.
So who was this girl? That's the question.
Which one is that?
As long as it's one at the time.
Sige, doon ako nila. Yeah. Hindi.
Welcome to our podcast, guys.
Yeah, actually, sama ka daw sa akong diskarte. How I asked someone for Valentines. How give what? Actually, grabe yung effort ba eh. Nag-give mo ko website. Is I'm the one who designed your website. Nag-give mo ko website, pero very landing page lang. Will you be my Valentine?
Really?
Oo. Pero ako pang design siya email. Email pa ko, I wanted to invite you. Pero long time friends lang with that.
Wow, emails?
O nag-email ko kay, ano ko siya?
So you invited someone for a date through email?
For context lang.
Okay.
She's an influencer, good. So, every time na yung mag-kuhan siya, every time na yung mag-book og schedule siya, yung email. So, I pretended yung clients, can I ask you email, can I mag-send? But that's actually me because I'm booking time with her. And then sa email I wanted to ask you if I that. Pero ito mga email is more fun. Di ka siya professional tayo for your sa friend, yaman ng panimrod, ano siya ba? Is niya malingitan dito. Then I link, click for a surprise. Click here sa link, it will take her to that landing page. So, it's so please.
Please, did you say yes today?
Karasawa ni Ben. Karasaan niya.
No, did you say yes? That was the question.
Pagkabalo nila ko, ipalo ko niya sa Instagram. Tanawa niya ako story. Kung nag-post ko, she said yes.
Di mo influencer man. So, ang mga pages ka namang white type lang, work home. I don't want someone na very famous and also nalalago ka na mag-raan, chill lang.
Tapos tuwa ka na rare tika sa gawa.
Rare magawas, yes, kanang yeah, kanang work home or something lang, don't go to club,
Had na boars, mga takuksan, then gawas. Pagpira na.
Merong volvo back.
Sure, kaya dito ka pita ako.
Yeah, so that's what I like. I don't like someone that are out there and known. But then everyone has their own answer. So there's no wrong answer there. Good question.
Nag-reject na ba ka?
Sa clients, maybe, yeah. In business, of course, you guys get rejected. Pero, sa clients, sa business.
Pero,
I don't know.
bakit ka babae?
I don't remember. Oh, my memory is probably blurred siguro. I don't remember the boy.
Pangit lang kita siguro ako. Yes.
Why, ikaw, have you been rejected?
Wala tong time. Kailangan ko na. Ito because lately for wala tong time. Na yung mga tita na lang mga Z's, dagan kayo online ba? Uy, ang mga singles sa President, ang mga singles sa banay. Word of Halloween sa mga singles, diba? But actually, for me lang naman, more than just a day, because single way. Valentine's is just a day, and love is in general, mo din. Support for.
Yeah, Valentine's is just a day. It's more of a marketing strategy. Businesses are sort of worried a lot of more income because then maptubos mo go out.
Right.
Because then your girlfriends and your partners and your wives would want, a date. But really, in with Valentine's, it's Yeah, you sort of, it's like a single awareness day as well. At the same time,
Single awareness day.
for the, for the singles out there. But don't be dismayed. Don't rush yourself into a relationship. Don't force yourself to someone. I'll repeat, don't force yourself to someone that is actually not for you.
Better to be single na to, than to be with someone you're really happy with.
It's better to be single and just be by yourself rather than being with the wrong person at the end of the day.
I shared something last night, actually.
Okay.
We talked about something last night. So, hanap lang na, it's either you are 100% sure with a person or zero.
Yeah.
Dili pwede 50-50 nga. Like, how's your relationship with that person? Medyo okay. Yeah. You see yourself with that person? Na magpakasal mo? Basin, dili pwede siya yes or no. Ano masulti na niya?
I mean, one is, many men out there, maraming guys, would only get into a relationship because they're bored. Number two,
Men's lang?
well, I'm a man, so I was thinking as a man. But of course, it's both genders, also females as well, because they're bored. Number two, they want to belong, they want to fit in. If all of their friends are in a relationship, they want to be in a relationship. But because na force, or maybe it's the norm that by that age you need to have a girlfriend. But because you're forcing yourself into a relationship, you're just setting yourself up for a breakup, for a heartbreak at the very top. So really, it's don't listen to what others say, despite they criticize you. You know what's best for you. I say your heart is fragile, and you can't afford to be you can't afford multiple breakups kasi matatrauma ka. And then when the right person comes, you can't read that person directly and fight. So instead of don't get to a relationship, don't force yourself into a relationship.
Yeah.
So hindi pwede yung 50-50 lang. It's either 0% or 100%.
Yeah.
Kasi if you're 100%, that means you're gonna marry that person talaga. Hindi mo pwede tignan lang, gonna really hindi. If it's that's not, you're setting yourself for a heartbreak or a lot of problems and traumas and stresses that you actually don't be. You're happy.
We talk about the one last night. Sabi mo, parang, duwara na. It's either you see this person as a future wife, or I'm just setting myself up for a heartbreak sa future without. If you're unsure with a person, so why stay? Or why even try to start something na murag wala kay future makita without? You're wasted time, effort, money, and all.
Yeah, and experiences really in the trauma, because if you went through a lot of trauma sa previous relationship, then the next one comes and that's the right one, you'll be taking that trauma to the next person, marriage, and that next person that's right for you, they don't deserve the trauma that experience previous. So so it's a bit hard, when you actually had that trauma previously, and you're just gonna treat the right one, not the right.
So how do you maximize yours? Actually, I don't know. Mas tagal ba single sa Pilipinas isa na yung
Next partner. Mas dagat na uyab nga sulol mo.
Dagan uyab nga acting in here. Unsay how will you maximize your singleness?
As a guy or as a
Laylay ba?
Yes.
Let's start with a guy. How will you maximize?
With the guys, you need to be able to be ready with 5 things, really. First, you need to be able to physically, you can't be, sick and all. And also, you need to be physically fit at least. That will also help you mentally be prepared. Because if you're fit physically, mind over body, and your physical will also affect your mental. You need to be mentally ready. You need to be able to facilitate. You need to be able to lead. You need to be able to know what are the next steps, and you need to be able to be, to protect in general as a guy. You need to be ready socially as well. You can't be sulod lang ng sulod sa babae. Pretty much. You need to be able to actually facilitate that conversation, to keep it going, interesting. You need to be able to provide them with the correct drama in life, to make them cry, also make them happy. That's that's what a woman wants, really, to be able to satisfy their emotions. So ano yun? So physically, mentally, socially, financially, definitely. That's a non-negotiable talaga as a guy, or at least working towards that. You're starting a business, starting your career. It's really necessary to be financially stable, or if possible, free. So financially free is really what I really go for. And lastly, most especially spiritually. Because when a guy has unconditional love sa'yo, walang condition, may mamahal niya. Regardless, mood swings as a girl, he will actually be, patient, and he can lead you well, and also at the same time, it will lead you to the right sort of crowd. Because, if you're hanging out with your single friends, you really become single. They have this saying na,
Manita, di ka kong kamigo. Ate, di Philippines, bye! One chip over. Dapat makita kong friends ko, dili single.
oh, they have this saying na, tell me who your friends are now. So if all your friends are single and
Ano pala na ko friends yung mga single,
if all your friends are that, sort of successful, then then also become like, alright. So there's also a saying that if you're the most successful person in your table, you need to find a new table. So those are the 5 things that the guys really need to work on before getting into a relationship. Because then, that'll make you as the right.
Exactly. You mentioned about finances.
Okay.
You have to be financially ready. Right. Of course, as a man, we've always been namagin na culture na. But that's a culture changing. And it's also one of I don't think it's debate, pero one biggest discussion. Minsan dapat mas tapo, pero yung dati ba mas tapo ang sweldo sa lalaki kaysa babae?
Well, there's circumstance man dyan na was tapo dyan ang sweldo sa babae. So, not necessarily the case. As long as, because naman yung a simple guy lang, and then maka-partner or someone is actually sort of higher, richer, pretty much. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as the guy be able to protect and provide that in case things happen at the adult world. So not necessarily, as long as you're able to lead as a little bit, to let and provide and be ready. Because I got this. So it can be, if you're a guy, you're earning 40, 50K a month, and the girl earns 100K, at least you've done your card because, fortunately, not everyone has the same opportunity. Exactly. That's good. That's good.
Well, I'm not sure yung istoryahin eh. Mostly, especially here in the Philippines, especially, actually, not just in the culture,
na mga culture development, dependent na mga women, as they feel like,
overpowers as a man, that's why they don't know.
When like other way about it,
Which is that's good for me. I admire that. But that didn't mean that it would turn out din natong security.
But in relation to that being, an independent, strong woman, I guess that's okay, especially in a workplace, and especially if you're single. But when you have a partner, you need to rethink that mindset, because the man naturally will need that. The man will naturally facilitate family, especially with high value men. It'll be a clash. So when you're with a guy now, when you meet your partner, it's best na you sort of set that aside. Strong independent women, because at the end of the day, see guy. Well, if you choose a loser guy na that cannot facilitate or lead, then you need to get out of
it. Doesn't really matter. Dapat siya. Doesn't really matter dapat. Pero napunta sa panahon mo,
no, it does matter. That's true.
Yeah, kung sila sa araw believe,
well, a guy needs to be weak.
I mean, that's muna siya ang default. Pero not to the point na more of it may sense of challenging sa inyong mga duwari when we're burdened in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's life's not easy. I know it is. It should not be easy. You should be able to.
We try to.
To kapwa mental. We should be able to endure pain. We should be able to go through challenges and be able to conquer them as a man. Okay, because you don't want to put those big decision-making things and stress to the end of the day. You want them to be able to feel secure, feel safe. And if you put all that pressure sa kanila, then, and for me, I don't think they deserve that. That's what I think they deserve to be pampered.
Well, before we end this podcast, kung sa'yo last, Brad, if you can define love as you want, Valentine's Day, you can define love with how you define it. How will you define love?
So for me, there's 4 types of love. And it depends what type of love that talking about. One is the phileos type of love, which is friendship. Second one is storge, which is family love. Third one is eros, which comes from the word erotic, which is romance. Lastly is agape, which is God's love. And in order to be able to live a fruitful and loving life, you need to be able to have those 4 types of love. You need to have good friendship, good family, good partner, and of course you need God's love at the end of the day to be able to understand how unconditional love has affected you. That's the same. And that we can have a long-lasting, very fruitful relationship. So that's how I define love. You need to have with this point.
We know.
I mean,
We know.